All right, guys. Alexa, stop. Alrighty. Market pushed up overnight, which is great. Up 1.5%. Looks like we might be breaking this resistance. Hopefully we can get over these last little tops of the candlesticks. I was shorting SQs. I took off half my position, locked in profits. I'm going to let this other half run, but I do have a tight stop loss. I'm going to set an alert for if it breaks above. But there's a chance. It's already been ejected twice at that level. We'll see if it can break through. I don't know what's with my left AirPod. It just keeps dying. My friend sold me janky AirPods. Alrighty, let's take a look at my other swings. Zoom, I'm down $4, not a big deal, but a little surprising. I thought it would be able to break over that 9 EMA, or excuse me, that 20 EMA. A little surprising, but it hasn't broken trend yet. So even if this is technically a low, it's still a higher low than these previous two. I'm going to set my stop loss right beneath that. So, I mean, at $4, or excuse me, like $6, only swinging 5 shares, I'll take my chances. Not a big deal. But let me redraw that line a little bit better. There we go. such a weird market we're in. I mean, obviously with 30 million unemployed, terrible GDP, terrible earnings, and yet the market is going up. Uh, Bed Bath and Beyond, BBY, I'm up again, only 5 small positions. Again, kind of surprised with like Zoom. I thought it would be going up. It was green in the pre-market, but as soon as the market opened, it dropped down a bit. But same thing, still making higher lows consistently. So that being said, I'm going to just let it run. I have a tight stop loss. Well, nothing crazy, but I'm still trying to do my 3-to-1 profit to loss ratios. Yeah, so we'll see. I'm going to take 10 off just to get not as quite as big as of a position size. So I am still not a PDT trader, so still need to make sure that I have my day trades available just in case I sell 10. Alrighty, now my 40. Take off auto send, put it where you want it. I like to, on all of my swing trades, I like to go good to cancel on day to day. Confirm and send that. And then I will bring it down right on that 50 EMA. Give it a little bit of wiggle room. Still trying to maintain my 3-to-1 ratio. Edit. We're going to make this a stop loss. We're going to make it good till canceled. Confirm. And then yes, we will link orders to make an OCO bracket. Market still holding steady at like 1.5, 1.6. It'll be interesting to see if it can break it. Do I have? Set my alerts so we know what's going on. Did it not set my alert? Or am I blind? Oh, okay, it did. Alrighty. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Wow. Norwegian getting destroyed. Down 14%. Interesting. I don't know what the news is that caused that. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know. I'm not gonna pretend like I know what that means. Rig up 8.3. Let's check out my watch list. Wow, 7.5%. Should have got in on that. good setup, but I'm glad I didn't wait. I mean, it didn't, the 20 and the 9 didn't cross till looks like this morning, sometime early. Um, and a lot of times with a swing like that, even if it breaks, if you can get in pre-market at a really good price, okay. But it's very common to see that and then a bit of a sell-off because it looks like it probably, my guess is it probably opened high and then this is technically, this little wedge right here is technically a sell-off. Um, but we'll keep an eye on that. Um, it's kind of looking like it might be topped out. I mean, it still has a little bit of room to run, but at this point, I'm not super into it. But we'll keep an eye on it. Royal Caribbean, same thing. Obviously, not as bad as Norwegian. Um, but again, this, if you would have gone long on this, you would have got in early. MACD should have been a little bit closer to cross, and then the 9 and the 20 needed to at least be about to cross if you're going to go long on that. But at the same time, news will destroy any indicator you have. MU is looking good. It broke above this resistance. I might take a small position. Let's see. Double check I still have my day trades left. Just God forbid I don't. 99, I'm gonna go in with 5 shares. Nothing big at all. Just buy market, no big deal. Woohoo, up 30 cents. Up 50 bucks on the day. All right, let's take a look at Snap. You know, I want a little bit more of an alert. If it breaks above that little resistance, I can see a little resistance right here. If we can break above that, then that's where I want. And all right, let's see what's going on with you, Snapchat. Huh. See, this is interesting. It broke above the resistance as if it was almost making an ascending triangle. Well, I guess this would be more of like a flag or something. Um, wow, yeah, I'm kind of surprised it broke above that strongly and hasn't gone. Let's see what we got going on here. 4% potential. Not bad. Uh-oh, I think my stream died. Oh no, I just paused. I didn't know I could pause a live stream. Okay. Anyways, first stream ever, guys. Welcome. For the one person watching, I think that's correct. Oh no, they left. Just me. So now I'm here just talking to myself like a crazy person. But that's fine. Lift. Again, we're making higher lows um, overall. Yeah, you have these little things you could say, well, now it's a lower low. Yeah, but it's also going to probably be testing this 20 EMA. So let's see if I can get an alert set for here. Has a pretty good amount of potential for profit. But again, I don't want to swing until, well, actually it has a really good 20%. But again, I don't want to swing it until the 9 and the 20 are crossing. Let's see if my AirPods are fixed. Okay. Yeah, I can see this. It's going to be testing. Man, these EMA lines are all bunched up right now. See if I can get one right here. If it breaks above, great. I'll get in a little bit, but I'm not expecting anything. 10% potential. That's actually pretty good. Alrighty, let's see what the market's doing. Up to almost 1.7. Really good. Again, it'll be super interesting to see if we can break that. And if we do, I want to see it starting to make higher highs. I'll put an alert above it. Bed Bath & Beyond. Eh. Let's see if we can just push up over this. The 20 and the 9 EMAs are about to cross, so hopefully we can get something looking like that. Kohl's. Get all my dress shirts at Kohl's. I'm going with a small position. What the hell? Woohoo, 20 cents. Money moves. Alright. Have my alert set. What else am I in? Oh, MU. Nice. SQ still looking like it's in a nice downtrend. Still has about 3% profit potential. Nice. NACD is about to cross. 20 and 9 EMAs broke and lower lows. Broke through a nice support from before. So this is confusing sometimes. Woohoo. All right, sweet. KSS. Let's go Kohl's. Now, granted, the forward slash NQ is a NASDAQ future, which obviously is a lot of tech stocks. But it's it does hold the market up a good amount. Obviously, it can pull it up. It's not the S&P 500, but each index or each future, I guess you could say, helps the market. I mean, I'm not looking at the Dow Jones index, but all right, let's take a look. Anyone here? Okay. Nice MU. Alrighty, let's see if I get in a little bit longer. Let's take another 10. Nothing crazy. We'll just buy a market. Not a big deal. Alright. But I go into a lot of these trades, especially my swings, knowing that I'm gonna have to take a loss in a sense if it starts downtrending. I don't want to burn one of my day trades. Like I said, I'm not at PDT yet. Um, if I'm heavy in a position, then of course, yeah, I'll take that. I'll lose that um, trade, that day trade. But most of my swings, especially since I'm right now, I've been in the tendency to um, just have smaller positions. It's not like anything is going to destroy my account. Um, and I recommend you do the same until you feel confident in all of your trades. Not that I feel unconfident or scared when I take a trade, but um, still just being newer. I mean, I've been trading for a few years now, um, but I'd still prefer just to get my legs all the way underneath me. Forward slash NQ almost up to 1.8. You'd love to see it. Let's see if it can break this resistance. There we go. I have two alerts at one just above it, and then one a little bit above that to see if we're gonna start uptrending. Natural gas up 7%. Wow. Dang. Anyone go along on you guys? Crude oil. Dang. I wonder if I'm going long, like long-term investing on oil and just in a small account, my Robinhood. Let's see if I'm up. Mm, I am up. Yeah, 6.8 on USO, 6.8%, excuse me, on USO, and then Val. I believe Valaris is an oil company, but I'm not sure. Just a penny stock, and I really don't trade penny stocks. Um, but it is so, it was so low, and I put in like $50. Big deal. They are drilling offshore drilling services, yeah, to oil and gas. So I'm up. I've held it since end of April, April 22nd, and I'm up 37%. So that's sweet, but nothing crazy. Just a little bit of play money, really. Anyways, so have we found the bottom of the oil? Possibly. We had a double bottom right here, and it's pushed up really heavy since. Broke the 20 EMA, which is a good sign. And it looks like we might just be starting um, our uptrends. Let me take a look here. The 1 day chart. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely an uptrend. RSI agrees. Um, right here. You can kind of see a resistance anyways, but with this 50 EMA, it'll be an interesting play to see if it can break through that. We'll see. NQ at or above. Sweet. 1.85. Sweet. So it's at resistance. Let's see if it can break it. Sweet. Sometimes I get the text messages and I'm seeing a message that I got 2 minutes ago, and I think that's what it was. Typically, I will hear the ding from uh, Thinkorswim. All right, let's see. Zoom, I'm green back on the day, which is nice. Nothing, nothing crazy. Sweet. So it looks like it held pretty hard that if it can, it's starting to look like a downtrend, but if it can get um, those 20 and 90 EMAs to cross, we're looking like in a lot better shape. I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna raise my stop just ever so slightly to right below. Excuse me. Right below the previous candle. I'm using the 4-hour chart, by the way. BBY still up 2% on the day. Nothing crazy. Let's see if I can. I mean, it looks like it's a good setup. It looks like the 20 and the 9 are about to cross. I could have waited for the cross. Technically, yeah, I should have waited for confirmation. I went in with such a small position. Not a big deal. Trying to get in early. I will probably get in with some more shares if it does break the 9 and the 9 and the 20 cross, and then the MACD is about to cross. So hopefully, I need to get new AirPods. My friend sold me these, and he ripped me off. The left one will not stay connected. Hopefully, you guys can still hear me. You can only hear half of me now. All right, MU up $7. Woohoo! I'm kind of being aggressive with my exit. I mean, it's not like this is a huge. If I fill here, it's not like that's a huge amount for the candle to travel up. But you could argue that it might stop out here. Let's see. I mean, that's only 2% to cover, and it's already up 5.5 on the day. Can it do it? Yeah, maybe. I don't think I'm going to add any more to that. / NQ up to 1.5, or excuse me, 1.95. That is sweet. Looks like it might be getting stuck a bit. Sometimes I like to go down to a 10-minute chart just to see a little bit more accurate of what's going on currently. but far and none I trade with uh, the 4 hour the most, just because my personal style, I love swinging. Um, so we'll see. I'm going to set a stop right here because now what might be happening is it might be going to test that old resistance as a new support, and I want to know about that. I also want to put one just below the resistance. Oh, there we go. I'm going to put one just below the resistance. Give it a little wiggle room to play with. But if it starts downtrending, if that old uh, resistance can't verify that's a support, especially when the MACD is looking such a downtrend and the RSI is super overextended, we'll see. I'm going to set a pretty tight stop on my SQ's position. I think I'm going to take a little bit more off. I'm only shorting 50 shares. Yeah, I think I'm going to take another lock-in profits on another 25. So remember, I'm shorting it, so I don't want to buy it for anything crazy. Okay, so now I'm only shorting 25. All right, I'm going to put it. Hell, I might as well just go all for it. I'm going to put my buy right at the support. Remember, I go good deal cancel because I don't want it expiring at the end of the day because I'm a swing trader. Confirm and send. And then we'll take it, we'll put our stop right just above that little tiny, that little tiny resistance line. 11.8, so I might go down to 11.79 just to pull it a little closer. I'm gonna go good to cancel. We want that to be our stop, and yes, we want the orders to link. There we go. All right, let's see what's going on in the chat. CPE, let's take a look at CPE. Yeah, again, petroleum, interesting play, up 3.45. To me, I don't know. I wouldn't get into it right now. Possibly if it breaks up over the support, or excuse me, this resistance. But right now, I don't know. I mean, I understand what he's seeing with the MACD going up, but this is a heavy red candlestick. So set an alert at 0.9545, and then if it goes from there, All right. Um, Zoom's going up. BBY. Wow, BBI take a beating. I mean, I'm still up 0.5% on the day, but doesn't look too hot. Why? I'm not sure. Who knows? I might be trying to touch this. Some shorters going in, see if they can pull it down. Hopefully, um, hopefully some people going long will get stopped out, sell a bunch, and we'll have a short squeeze. I mean, yeah, you can say it's in a downtrend in this aspect, but overall, it's still definitely in an uptrend. So, looks like it might just be a little hiccup, and then we'll be going out. Even if, huh, because I want to give myself a little bit of wiggle room to hit this line and then recover. I don't know what to do. Nope, I'm going to stick to my trading plan. If it does break, and then it looks like a good entry, as long as I'm not revenge trading, that's fine. But I'm going to stick with it. Hopefully, it'll just bounce off that 50 EMA and go from there. Saw 4% potential on SQQ. Any day traders? Can't wait for our real estate section to get going. I love real estate. I personally don't own any yet. I'm saving up everything I can first to get to PDT, and then from there, I'm going to be trying to get uh, my first home with an FHA loan. Try and take as little down percent as possible, and then house hack it. Not expecting to break even, but even if it's costing me just as much as an apartment, as I can be building wealth through home ownership, and then I'll be able to pull that equity out and start putting that down as a down payment. Especially here in Southern California, it's a two-sided blade, hard to get in, but when you do get in, you're going to ride that appreciation heavy, pretty much better than anywhere else. I mean, obviously, there's a few markets that have better appreciation, but I think hands down, SoCal is just consistently one of the best markets if you want appreciation. $54 on the day. KSS, really? Huh. BBY. I'm a little surprised I'm down in my Coles position. Yeah, it's still flirting. Once we get a clear break, if I can trigger this alert, I'll be in good shape. Uh, in theory, again, everything in trading is just theories, probabilities, and your edges. There we go. So I'm not crazy concerned. I'm only in 25 shares, very small position. Um, I will say here though, I might cut losses. I do have two day trades available. So if it does break down that far and is a clear break of pattern, especially that strong going against the MACD, then I might just cut my losses. But I want to know about it first. Eh, I don't know. I want to set a stop loss, but that's also a resistance or a support. You could argue that it might just be going like that and then going back up. So we'll take a look. SQQ is still flirting with it. MU, not a downtrend by any means, but lower on that candle. If we can throughout the rest of the day even get up to here, that looks like that'd be a pretty strong uh, pre-market tomorrow, and then markets open tomorrow. Looks like that'd be a pretty good um, possibility. Mark. Let's take a look. 80 cents. Plan a solid one. Interesting. Interesting. From a swing perspective, obviously, no. Um, yeah, it's kind of a scary trade. Clear downtrend. Um, let's see. Um, uh, I mean, it did break it, but it's coming back down. Did my alerts go off for that? I just missed it. Yeah, it did 9 minutes ago. Well, it looks like it might be coming back up. Come on, Coles, I know you want to. Zoom, trying to make a recovery. Love to see it. Come on, Zoom. You can break over this 50 EMA. We're going to have some smooth sailing. So I want to know about that. I'm going to send an alert. Nice. So the MACD did cross. I can get these to cross, but that might be the 50 EMA might be squeezing down on that 29 cross. We'll see. I have my stop right at the bottom of that candle. We'll see what happens. Again, BBY, I'm kind of surprised on. Yeah, I didn't see that happening. Can I recover? Of course, yeah, for sure. But was not expecting a green pre-market and then just out of the gate. Especially with the 20 and the 9 and the 50 all looking good, and then the MACD about to cross. Ugh. Alrighty, guys. I think I'm not done trading for the day, but I think I'm gonna cut the live stream right here. Hopefully, you guys are able to learn something. Just trying to get a little bit of understanding of my trading style, and I look forward to seeing you guys again. Take care.